Hi class, my name is Janelle Berkowitz and I am here with founder of The Juicy Good Life, Sarah Stokes, to chat about entrepreneurship. When I first read the assignment, I immediately thought of Sarah. I have always admired her work and passion for helping others, and she does it with such positivity and love. Not only is Sarah the founder of The Juicy Good Life, she is also a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur, a business owner. Her and her husband also own the marketing and consulting firm Stokes Herzog in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And The Juicy Good Life is a transformation company that supports women in business to help them take their business to the next level. And I'm excited to learn more about The Juicy Good Life and your journey to entrepreneurship. So welcome, Sarah.
Thank you so much. This is a treat, and it's so good to see your smiling face again.
Yes, it's so great to see you. So tell us all about The Juicy Good Life.
Well, The Juicy Good Life was born a couple of years ago because I was building another business, our marketing business, our full service agency. And before that, I owned a women's magazine. So we have had several businesses that we've scaled and grown, and we sold the magazine while we were building the agency because that was getting so big and wonderful that I needed to decide. So as I was doing all of this, like you mentioned, I've got 2 little kids. I am in love with helping the community in any way I can. So a lot of irons in the fire. And The Juicy Good Life really was born because I knew other women like me needed the same tools that I took 6 years to learn, and they needed it fast. They needed it in a time that was shorter than their shower is what I talk about, because as you know, Janelle, we as moms get sometimes the only alone time you get the whole day is in the shower if you remember to lock the door. If not,
Definitely.
they'll find you in the shower too. But all of that aside, I had done so much work to come back from burnout and stress, and I wanted to be a better mom. I wanted to still achieve all my career goals and build these beautiful businesses because my goal is to keep giving back to the community. I wanted a good marriage. I wanted to be the wife, mother, daughter, friend, and community member that I always dreamed of. But I was getting so fried at work. And The Juicy Good Life is all of those strategies that I used to become more relaxed, more chill, more joyful. So it's a coaching and success company for women, all online, delivered in little nuggets that we can actually handle, because my clients are a lot like me. They've got a lot of irons in the fire, and they do just need something that's doable, but also life transforming, because we're here for joy. So it's all about bringing more joy to more women in business.
Definitely. And I do follow The Juicy Good Life, and I've followed you for a long time. And I just love your spirit. I love how you have this way of putting things into words and being so inspirational. So yes, that's something as, a mom, definitely that I truly value too. And the realness of it all too. So I love your realness.
You like the no makeup in the lake house aquarium in the background? All right, cool.
Absolutely, I love it all.
And the messy bun with the wet hair, yes.
Yes, I wish I could do a messy bun. So what would you say are the advantages of entrepreneurship?
Well, I am sitting in the advantage of entrepreneurship. It is a Thursday when we're recording this. I've been able to work from home all day, and thank you, COVID, too, to turn everything into Zoom life. That has actually been really helpful for me. I have 2 kids on virtual school right now. One has some more teacher time during the day. One has like 1 hour of teacher time during the day. So as a mom, I need to be super flexible. My career and creating a business that is all about strategies for stress, I have to live it, right? So I have more going on now than I think, people would even know, but they wouldn't realize it by my attitude and my stress level, because I'm actually using The Juicy Good Life. So number 1, flexible, completely flexible. Number 2, I can do it at 4 a.m, which is when I have that alone work time.
Mhm.
And I know that sounds crazy, but it's actually wonderful for me because I can actually work.
Right.
Um, other advantages are, really stepping into who I am as a person. I want to bring that best friend energy to the world. So creating a company that is my sole purpose, what could be better? So our marketing agency is amazing. It's honest to goodness the coolest thing. But the Juicy Good Life has allowed me to say, here's what I can do to help the world in a way that is really aligned with who I am and my purpose. So our marketing business helps businesses grow, and that helps the world. However, this is like helping a mom experience more joy.
Mhm.
That to me is an important ripple effect. And so that's been the best benefit.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love that. So, along with advantages come disadvantages. So, what would you say are maybe some disadvantages of being an entrepreneur?
Oh, that is a wide scope as well. So it's amazing for freedom. But at the end of the day, Chris and I have poured hundreds of thousands of dollars of our own money that we may or may not have had at the time into our businesses. When things like COVID hit and you have 5 full-time salaried folks on your responsibility to keep them employed, that weighs heavily on you at night. So the responsibility we shoulder is huge. It's a big trade-off for the freedom, right? So people look at business owners like, well, they don't have to file for vacation time and they don't have to worry about. No, but you know what? When you go to sleep at night, if things aren't going great, or if you have that debt because you've invested in your business, it will weigh on you. So you have to have a high tolerance of risk, high, high risk tolerance. Um, and being able to put your money where your mouth is, because if Chris and I said, okay, yeah, we'll lay down $1 million for an office building for High Canyon,
Mhm.
um, we better be ready to light it up business wise. Otherwise, they will come for your house, they will come for your car, and they will take it because everything's tied to your personal. So that's one thing that I don't think people understand with owning your own business. When you do anything with a bank, it's tied to your personal life.
Yeah.
So your house isn't safe. Your car isn't safe. Your personal savings isn't safe. So it is all one and the same. So you better be dang ready to, like I said, put your money where your mouth is. Um, and then no health benefits. That's a beautiful thing of working for someone. Uh,
Mhm.
there's no 401k, there's no pension. And we want to get there someday. But as a small business owner, when you start exploring that and offering that to your employees,
Mhm.
the expense is huge. So what we have chosen to do instead is give it to them in salary and
Okay.
do it that way because, we just aren't at the place where we can offer full health insurance yet. I want to, I
Sure.
can't wait for that day.
Yeah.
So I would say it's usually on the financial side. Um,
Okay.
and the rest doesn't seem to bother me like the financial side. That's always the one that it's like I wish people prepared us more for that. But would we have listened? When you're passionate about something, you go do it. You
Right.
figure it out along the way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely. Yep. I can definitely see. I mean, you want something so bad, and you know in your heart you're going to work as hard as you possibly can to get there. So, that kind of slides under the rug a little bit to get to that point. I'm kind of there myself right now with my business. I want to get it out of my house, um, but am I there yet to be able to do rent and utilities and things like that? So I definitely see that. So
Yes. And it's a stair stepping, we
right,
were out of our house first too. And then we got a little baby office, and then we got a little bit bigger office in the second one. And then we made the leap into owning our
yes,
own building. And do you have to do that? No,
right.
we wanted to, but I get
I
it.
loved I loved watching that process. By the way, with getting the building that was near your home, and
Yeah.
then expanding and expanding, and then you got your own business, and I was so happy for you when that happened. So
Thank you. Yeah,
awesome.
was a big move for a business that was only 5 years old. That's a big, but like I said, we've got guts,
Yes,
and a high
yes,
tolerance for risk.
yes.
And we just,
And
we would do it.
yeah, and you and Chris really, you seem like you're a great team and, together. And, I know how hard it is to work with my husband on projects. So um, I can only imagine working, as a husband and wife side by
Yeah.
side, day by day, and then involving other employees as well. But you guys seem to make a great team. So I'm sure there's
An adventure.
yes.
We have worked together 24/7 since 2002. And
Wow.
so, yeah, I mean, we say we don't know any better, but I mean, our team has seen, we used to say now, are you okay to see mom and dad fight? Because it's going to happen. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes. He is an opposite of me, so we balance each other well, but boy, when we need to have a discussion, it's interesting. So
Oh
yes,
yes,
I'm glad it looks like such a great team. It is. It is.
yeah, yes.
It is. Yes.
There's always moments, I'm sure, but yeah, from my perspective, it always looks like you guys are a great team. Um, so besides the financial side of it, are there other things that you wish you would have known before you started your journey to entrepreneurship?
Yes, I would have hired help sooner, and I think that's a big moment for people in entrepreneurship, or especially if they're a solopreneur and they know that they've got this potential, and we never think we're ready or that we're successful enough to hire help. And so we kind of struggle for a long time, and that's where a lot of people give up. And so I
Mhm.
would say, if it is in your heart to go big, and you're making a little bit of headway and you're making a little bit of money, and you're like, but I actually just really need to focus on what I'm awesome at, what makes my company money, I would highly suggest getting help for the stuff that doesn't make your company money, that slows you down. So many entrepreneurs get stuck in doing QuickBooks themselves for years,
Mhm.
way long after they should have just hired a bookkeeper who's way faster at it for 20 bucks.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
there's ways to do it. So I hired my first helper as an intern for minimum wage. She turned
Mhm.
into a full-time employee. I just need to take that baby step. And that's one thing that I wish someone would have said, Sarah, get yourself some help sooner. You don't have to do this all alone. Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like
Okay.
I would have scaled faster.
Sure. Yeah. Um, Besides that, is there any advice, or what advice would you give to new entrepreneurs who are just starting out?
This is advice that I don't even want to take myself. So let's all work through this together. Here's the scoop. We all get excited about the fun stuff, especially if you're looking to get out of your home and get into an office. Chris and I were like, let's go shopping. Let's go to TJ Maxx and get cute stuff for our office. I might have paid on those cute things for our office for years on a credit card.
Yeah.
Wish I would have just had a little talk to myself. Here's the double-edged sword. Like, you want to be so excited about your business. You want to be proud of your business, but I would say do what you can with what you have in terms of the stuff, as long as you possibly can. Get people who can make your business money. Spend money on stuff that makes you more money. So that throw pillow, that was really awesome, did not make us one more dime. Did we project a beautiful office? Yes, we did. However, that throw pillow did not make us one more dime, and I bet that $7.99 throw pillow turned into $400 by the end of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
dang it. However, you're just so excited and you want to doll it up. Just ask my best advice would be, ask yourself the question, does this make me more money? Can this make me money? Because at the end of the day, we have got to fuel our businesses with cash flow.
Mhm.
Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. And that was something I wasn't focused on enough. I heard people talk about cash flow, And I was like, yeah. But now I get it. Now I get it. When I want to build wealth, real lasting wealth, I wish I could just go back to myself 6 years ago and say, I know you love this pillow. Make it a goal when you hit a certain revenue, amount, and then go get that pillow as a celebration. That's what I would have done instead of saying, let's go get everything beautiful before the revenue matches. That it sounds silly, but we all do it because I have so many friends in business and they too are like, why did I think I needed that couch really badly, for my lobby? That's where we get kind of stuck, and it's like the couch isn't going to make you a dime. Go get a helper who can make you more money. Scale your business.
That makes total sense. With my lash studio being in my house, I didn't have anything for it. And you look on Pinterest and you see all these cute things and these cute lash salons, and they're all dressed up and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, all I need is a chair, a lamp, and lashes. So, all those things that I got and made and did for my room, you're right. They didn't make me any money.
I know it. And of course, we want a good customer experience. You don't want them sitting on a chair with holes in it or rips or tears. Of course, like you still want to present, but that's a question I think I would just ask myself a million more times than I did. Does this help me make more money?
Yep. I love that. So, is there anything else that you would like to share with my class about entrepreneurship?
Oh, there's so much.
I know.
I could do this for 7 years. Okay. The other big piece of advice that, especially if you're trying to do lots of things, wear lots of hats, maybe you're a parent, maybe you are caring for a parent, maybe you're, you've got a ton of things on your plate, and and you want to build a business. My best advice that I've ever gotten was from my friend, and she's also my doctor, and she said, you cannot pour out of an empty pitcher. And what she meant by that is, think of yourself as a pitcher, like when you put water in. And she's like, guess what? We start pouring out the second our eyes open for the day, we are doing for others or go. And we're pouring out of this pitcher all day long. And then pretty soon, the pitcher's long empty and we're still expecting ourselves to keep pouring out. And that's when we're crabby, or we're going to hit the Doritos and Oreos hard, or we're going to just numb out on Netflix and a bottle of wine. That's where our businesses can't thrive. That's where entrepreneurship will just suck the life out of us if we don't refill our pitcher. And we can't refill our pitcher with stuff that's actually just avoiding. Refilling doesn't mean Oreos, Doritos, and Netflix. Sometimes that can be helpful, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting sleep. And we reward busy, overworked people in this country, but sleep is where I maximize my business, because when I wake up and I can be there for our clients and I'm not like dragging and tired and yawning in a meeting, they're going to trust me more. When I move my body, I have more energy all day long. So it's all the nerdy stuff that we ignore because we think overworking and hustling gets us to our goal. And that's just opposite. When I forget to move my body, forget to put good fuel in it, forget to drink the water, and forget to sleep, I'm fried, I'm crabby, I'm not the woman I want to be, and nobody even wants to take advice from me and pay me for it, because they're gonna be like, well, why would I want to be around the crabby lady?
Right.
So fill your pitchers and don't expect yourself to keep pouring out after they're long empty. And it is not selfish, it is necessary, and it will help you have the stamina for years in business. Otherwise, you'll flame out after a year because you're just fried. And take it from someone who was. I would hallucinate. I was so tired.
Oh my.
Because I would work all night because I had 2 little kids, and I'd be mom during the day, selling ads all day for the magazine, and then designing it and writing it all night, and thought I could keep going on that. I was a mess, and I was probably on the road to an illness. You know,
Right.
if I hadn't had wise friends say, hey, maybe you should sleep. And I'm like, sleep when I'm dead. How many times have we heard that?
Oh yeah.
Sleep is honestly number one. When
Yeah.
I business coach clients, I'm like, how much sleep are you getting? So that's where I start. So there's my other important advice. Does this make me money? And am I trying to pour out of an empty pitcher? The secret to entrepreneurship.
Those are huge, huge things though when you're trying to create a successful business. Sarah, I really appreciate your time and your advice and talking with me and sharing your story with my class. Um, I'm just very thankful that you found something that makes you happy and that you're, on your path to success. And I love following you, like I said, and watching you and your success and your kids and all that. So thank you again for being you and doing this for us.
Thank you so much. And you are just a gem. I am so glad I get to talk to you again. And good luck, everybody. If you guys have any questions, I'm an open book. So thanks, Janelle.
Thank you so much. Bye.